Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. I always want like those alarms that when Wednesday. My kids are getting off on Friday, so it's like their Thursday today. They're excited. Me, I had some filming that I wanted to do on Friday. A Nova's Nugget talking about drop lengths. So now I just have to bump it up till tomorrow. For tomorrow. I have like a million hardware wrappers on my table from yesterday. Good morning. It is a chilly morning here. It is when I had to get a jacket. It's so bright and so beautiful outside that I thought it has to be like 50 degrees. No. When I took the first kid to school, it was 32 degrees. So, yeah. And it it's about 42 right now. They all go to school at different times. Super fun for mom. I am today going to be filming a bum bag that's going to be coming out on Friday. Um, I can't tell you what it looks like except the style and that it comes together fairly quickly, and I kind of like the look of it. It has everything that you can just like literally put in, like I'm going to Coachella or I'm going to a farmer's market or whatever you're about to go do. And it's pretty nice. It comes together pretty fast. So I have to, once I get off here, I'm going to go live in Patreon because I finished the mock-up bag yesterday for what we're going to be making. Okay, I don't want to sound like conceited, but holy heck, that bag, like when I was done, I wanted to cry. It was one of the best makes I've ever made in my life. Um, and I really think Patreon because like they're always like having like bags that they would like to see get made that we can make better than Michael Kors or Yves Saint Laurent or whatever. And they're always pushing me to the next level, so that way I'm really thinking outside the box. And because of that, yesterday how I was feeling, I've been having this idea for a really simple pouch. I never want to write patterns, but there's this idea that I've had in my head forever that I think would be very useful for a lot of people in different walks of life. And I started drawing out the pattern piece. It's very simplistic. It's the most simplistic thing. It's two pattern pieces. Um, and I'm starting to draw that out. So because of keep getting pushed to do something different each time, it's like opening up my creativity and it's just like coming out, and do you remember like the first time you liked a person and every time they walked by you had that butterfly, you were nervous to talk but yet then you're dying to talk, that feeling that you're on the edge where something is either tremendously good or tremendously bad is going to happen but you don't care because you're living in the moment? That's what I felt like yesterday, and it was pretty amazing. Good morning. So oh yeah, I made myself a latte. Kendall got this really cool Dunkin' Donuts creamer that has the sugar in it. Okay, no, what I need you to know is this. I could drink coffee black. My favorite coffee in the world is Blue Mountain coffee. It's extremely expensive, and I usually like get it from people that are going to Jamaica. And I'm like, yeah, I need you to bring me back like, to Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. I would really appreciate it. But I like the flavor of coffee. So I could drink iced coffee without any cream or sugar, hot coffee, whatever. I just like the flavor of coffee. Um, but occasionally Kendall, when he goes grocery shopping, because he does the grocery shopping, I conduct the list, he does the shopping. Um, and the kids help with the list too, like what they want to eat for dinner and getting ideas. So occasionally he'll go off the shopping list and he'll see something in the coffee section. Like if I tell him that I have no time to make French press, I like French press coffee with freshly ground beans. Um, and usually Kendall does that for me. But because of Faith going to ARL, which is a school program to help kids that want to become in the medical field, like nurses, doctors, whatever they want to do. It's like a high school thing so that they can get prepared for college, what like their workload's going to be like. And it's also good for colleges applications, as well as when they do go into the medical force, they can say that they've been doing it for like since they were 16. um Her class, she has to be dropped off on the other side of Howard County at like by 7:45. So sometimes he's able to do the coffee for me, sometimes he's not. If he's not, and we know it's one of those weeks that we're going to be like running around like crazy, he'll go buy like the cold brews that are just like no sugar, no nothing, just pitch black coffee, so that way I can just do it. I'm actually thinking about getting these pods. I don't. Does anyone here watch Jamie French? Okay, so when I'm really stressed out, okay, I listen to true crime. Like if you were to watch my playlist, you'll be like, "What the heck is wrong with you, Shanova?" Like 80% of what you're watching is true crime. I don't know. I like people that tell me stories, and so I listen to Mr. Ballin because he could tell a story really well. And I like Jamie French. She used to do like movie reviews or like something while she was doing makeup. She got out of the makeup industry about a year or two ago, and she does reviews on movies, and she's just like hilarious. She's really wholesome. She doesn't do anything like raunchy or anything. My voice. But I was watching Jamie French. I was watching Jamie French, and I was laughing so hard off of one of her reviewing one of another, like I didn't know there was a Mean Girls too. I had no idea. So she was watching it, she was reviewing it, and then she had a sponsor. Her sponsor is this like place that like does like these freeze dry coffees, and they're iced coffees. You can either have it iced or hot. So if you wanted iced, you put it in the night before into a container, and then you fill it with the appropriate amount of water and condiments and whatever, and you could just drink it as iced coffee in the morning. And the other, or you could put it into like one of your steam press or whatever you're going to use you normally warm up your coffee with for that. And I'm actually considering doing that. I never usually buy anything that the sponsors say on any of the True Crime channels, because it doesn't relate. Like I want to try Magellan because I like documentaries, but I never actually commit to it. But she actually has me like, hey, I might want to try this coffee company because they're freeze dried and they're little pods and you stick them in your freezer. And I'm like, that is actually quite brilliant. Saves space in the refrigerator and everything. So yeah, today, bum bag. But first, I'm going to talk to Patreon so we can go over measurements for the bag that we're making. And we're making the net, but it has like different things. Like it has a recessed zipper. There's a lot of cool things that I thought were pretty awesome. It was a last minute add on for a sunglass loop holder. Yesterday I went to go drop the kids off, and my eyes are really sensitive to the sun, and I couldn't find my sunglasses. I put them in the first pocket. I know I did, and I could not find them. And somehow it was in the main compartment, so I'm like digging through my bag, and I was like, you know what? It would be nice if I had a loop for my sunglasses in my bag, so I could just, because I don't put them over the visory thing, because like I will totally forget them. I just grab them in my bag. I don't know. And also when I get into the car, my hair hits the visory thing every time, no matter what car. And so whatever products I have is going to hit my sunglasses, and just like, no. Good morning. Yeah, so that's basically it. So I yesterday I just modified a bag, and I did it relatively faster than I thought, but then I just got really tired. And then I started like making pattern pieces for this really simplistic pattern that I think would be really helpful for a lot of people, because I use it and I never even thought about like drawing it out for anyone, because it's just something that I make naturally for people in our household. It's so simplistic. Like I'm kind of excited about it. Because I just been wanting to do it, and then I don't know. I had a really good day yesterday, and today started pretty good, except Loki breaking out and then acting like he is a great. Have your dog ever like escaped your house and they usually walk on a leash, and they do that running around like they're a greyhound? Like you're just like, okay, you're doing a lot. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Just come inside the house when you're ready. Like, yeah. Virginia. Well, are you cold like us? Because when I dropped off the first kid this morning at 7:45, it was 32 degrees. I just dropped off the second kid at 8:30ish, and it was 42. So, I mean, vast improvement over like an hour. So, yeah, that's it. I'm just doing videos today, and I'm trying to get everything done before 3 because I need to edit it. I need to take pictures for a thumbnail, and I need to write up. When you do testing in bags, um, people don't want you just because, oh, I like your bag. They want to have your like honest feedback. Like, did this make sense to you? Or what do you have issues with? I have a write up for this pattern, what I think I thought was confusing or what I think could be added on to make it easier, as well as I need to take pictures. So I need to borrow my oldest to take pictures of her real quick, then edit the photos, then go onto Canva and create a thumbnail. It's a beautiful process. And then I have to wait until Kendall come home from football practice so he can upload everything. It's gonna be a very interesting day. So I'm trying to knock out like a Nova's nugget that I think will be helpful and beneficial. Because again, making that bag yesterday made me realize that there are certain things that are not mentioned in the bag world that are really imperative, especially if you're a bag maker selling. Good morning, Dalva. Like drop length. No one ever. I have yet to see a video of really referencing it, but drop length is incredibly important, especially if you're making customized bags. One size does not fit all. A lot of people have that illusion that it is a one size fit all in bag making because we have. Oh yeah, I know. I'm wearing a Little Mermaid though. So, a lot of people have the illusion that we have that we if the designer says 4 by 52 inches, that it will fit a crossbody for a plus size, and that's not the case, or someone that's taller, or it will fit someone that is really petite and short, and they're feeling they have to have the strap all the way up. So drop length is something that's very important for shorter straps as well as cross body straps, and I'm going to go into a video explaining that, so that way even if you make it for yourself, you can have the perfect fit for yourself, as well as if you're making it for someone else, what could be the perfect fit for them, and what I think is a good general size for selling at conventions, expos, or whatever, because everybody's not one size. I'm even at my skinniest, when I was wearing a size 2, I'm 5'9.5". So my arm span and my torso is longer than someone that is 5'1". So yeah, I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they do that. They look like the reason why I say a greyhound is because that's what I think of with a greyhound bus, is that because greyhounds when they run they get really low to the ground. And that's what Loki does. Like he broke free today, and it was because of Faith trying to get to the car, just in the car before her dad came out, and he just popped out, even with his big balloon on him, and he was running around. And we were like, oh God, it took us 10 minutes to get him back in the house. And I swear that dog was smiling the whole time. So Kendall finally realized that if he pretends that he's going to open up the car door, Loki will just jump right in. And that's what happened. He broke free for 5 seconds. This is why I told everybody he was supposed to be leashed in the house, that I wasn't taking any precaution. I was taking all precautions until Friday. But no, someone decided not to listen to me today. And so Loki was like, guess what? I'm going to break free. And now he's all puppy tuckered out. His wound's fine. I double checked it after. And then when I came home after dropping my son, he's like completely closed up. The stitches get removed on Friday at 9:30. So I will be coming back and doing my live then. But he's good. Yeah, he broke free. And like the weird thing about it is, when they go low to the ground, he has his balloons. The balloon, when he was getting really, really low, was touching the grass. I was like, I'm gonna destroy you when I get to my hands. And it's so hard because he's so cute. He is so dang cute, and he knows he gets away with so much because he is the cutest thing. I did take a whole bunch of funny pictures with him because he was outside in the backyard with me, and we were just sitting, and like I swear it was like raining pollen, and I was like, this is why I'm absolutely miserable. My skin is acting up, my face is acting up, my throat keeps going in like inside in and out. So there was all these bumblebees, and they like to go about the blonder my hair is, and the kind of hair products I use are more natural hair products. Bumblebees love my hair. So I've already learned to stay perfectly still because I'm allergic to wasps, bumblebee stings. Like like me and the bee family are not really close friends. Some I have more severe reactions where I do have an EpiPen. Others is just I swell up like a grapefruit, and you'll be like, "Ugh, no, what is wrong with your skin?" Like, and it'll stay like that for like a week. I always have to get on like some kind of prednisone or something to reduce the hives. Um, and so I'm staying perfectly still. And Loki is over here like chomp, chomp, trying to bite. I'm like, if you agitate them and they sting me, I'm gonna bite you, Loki. I promise you. I put this on everything. I will bite you. Good morning. And so yeah, he like I don't know what is his infatuation with like when cicadas were here, he would just like bite them out of the air. I'm like, I'm give me the garden hose. I'm gonna wash out his mouth. Hold on. Like, I don't know. He doesn't like anything that flies. So what it was, I just made the error, not thinking I'm sitting on the deck, I'm enjoying the sun, looking at the pollen laying on my clothes. Like, this is way too much pollen. And all of a sudden there was two bees, and they were like big, and they were like bzzz, and like here goes Loki, and I'm like, Loki, no. And I'm like, I can't with this dog today. And he's like prancing around because I think he knows he's about to get the balloon off. He's like prancing, he is having like a ball whenever he's outside. Like the last week he was like sad puppy, like he has a lot more energy. He's not tired at the end of the walks anymore. um I don't know. He's just his happy puppy self, like wagging his tail and lolling his tongue out nonstop. And he wants to play because you know, what was really crazy? I never thought about this whole 3 week journey that I felt bad for Loki because he couldn't play with Roxy because they like to play tug of war and just like, you know, play. They're puppies, they're dogs. I never once thought that Roxy is sad because she's not able to play with Loki until yesterday when every time I had him on the leash and it would turn my corner, she would bring one of their chew toys so they could wrestle. And I'm like, you guys can't do that yet. Um, and she sleeps by his kennel. She's sad. She wants to play with her boy. And I'm just like, I am so sorry. I just been thinking like antibiotics for Loki, medicine, sitting on top of that, making sure that I walk him regularly because he can't be out in the backyard more than 10 minutes. Like, I never even once thought that Roxy was incredibly sad that she doesn't have her playmates right there, but she can't play with her. She can't play with him. So I was like, okay, I'm so sorry, Roxy. And then it was crazy. Like she really wants to like play tug of war with him like nobody's business. That's like their favorite thing to do like all day. And it's like sometimes it's the funniest thing ever because Loki doesn't have the same grip as Roxy does. Like Roxy, like you could probably throw a rope at her and dangle her and she'll still be holding on to that rope. Like her grip is amazing. Loki, on the other hand, he always lets it go to chew it on the other side. He's just that's how he is. But when he finally gets a hold of the rope at it, like he has his grip, he's like dragging her throughout the whole entire house. It is like the funniest thing you've ever seen. I do not know who's at the door, but I am not getting it. Everybody's not, no one's home. And I'm pretty sure that Roxy will scare off anybody that comes to the door. I might have to get her to continue to bark though. It's okay, pop-ups. It's okay, pop-ups. I have weird words like Kendall was walking Loki and he was like, oh man, he was trying to go play with this other dog. I was like, did you say do not engage? And he was like, what? I just tell him do not engage and he just sits there and looks at the puppy until it passes by. And he was like, what? Like the thing is that they're gone all the time. So I'm the person that's with these dogs. So I train them with like really weird stuff. Like my dog before Roxy, he knew German words for like sit, go, whatever. I'm pretty okay with training. I would like to do more because I think that I have a real Loki Papa, you're okay. No, he's not gonna be. I think I'm pretty good with dogs, but yeah, he's in this kennel, so he's gonna act extra. But yeah, I always wanted to like weirdly train. I always wanted a dog in one of those dog shows, and I have to wear one of those uncomfortable low heel, and you have to wear the skirts if you're a woman in the dog shows, and just like do really crazy stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I like dog shows. I don't know why. That's the like after the Macy Day parade, they always have like the dog awards, and my family and I are like stuck on the TV, like betting what dog is going to win because we all love dogs a lot. So, yep, that's pretty much all I'm going to do today. Film a video, talk to Patreon, and film a video about drop lengths. And hopefully I can edit it and have it out by next week. Um, I did write up a whole, I'll actually have paper in front of that video, explaining it because I think it's a good thing to learn. It was something that I learned really early on in bag making from another bag maker that was in the Maryland region before they moved to Hawaii. And I never even thought about it because I was telling her how uncomfortable some bags are because I feel like they ride right underneath my armpit. And so she explained drop length to me and how to measure it on somebody else and myself to make sure that I have the correct shoulder straps or adjustable straps. And I think that is a really important thing to learn. As well as I'm going to do some different straps, showing you how you can add foam or fleece in between of your strapping, and it adds additional cushion as well as it adds a reinforcement to it so it doesn't stretch. When I went to one of the Sew Magicals, I had a all cork strap, and I never put anything in between cork. Normally, I only put things if I'm using like a 2x1 and I'm making like a one, it's only going to be 2 layers. I'll use twill tape or a cross grain ribbon. But as the heavier as my bag got, in I could feel the cork stretching. So now I've been using a twill tape or a cross grain tape, and it helps tremendously. But these are things that you normally don't see in patterns because either the person that wrote it assumes that you know, or they don't think that it's imperative, or they don't do it themselves. Um, so I just want to start doing like these Novas Notions, things that I've learned, tips that I've learned from other people, and things that I do on my own bags and the bags that I sell that sometimes make a difference and sometimes have repeat customers, you know? Yeah, he didn't tire out. Like Kendall had to go like beep beep with the car, pretend like he was opening up the door. That works every time. He won't come for peanut butter. He won't come for like he usually loves bananas. Um, he's like, no, I know what you're doing, bro. He won't even come when like Roxy steps out because Roxy steps out like she's like a soldier and like he's supposed to like command like obey her. She'll start talking to him and it's like the most funny. I'm like he's not going to listen to you. He's not. So yeah, that's what my plans are today. Just hopefully I can get everything filmed, and then I'm editing takes a while, and creating thumbnails and taking pictures, trying to catch that that hour where it's not the sun, it's not incredibly harsh, all that stuff. So that's what I'm planning on doing today, and that's it. So I'm going to be signing off here, and oh, I didn't even think about that. Like, because he was just acting. He was straight. He was like, he goes back and forth, and it's not even like it's the only to our yard parameters. And I'm just like, I'm gonna annihilate this puppy. And I get it. He's like, think about it. Like he's young. He's not even 2 years old. So he only gets to go on the max 3 walks a day. That's the max, no longer than 10 minutes because of the simple fact that his wound got open not once, but twice. So he had 3 surgeries within 3 weeks. So they wanted to minimize it. If he's in the house, he has to be in the crate. If he's not in the crate, he's usually on a leash with us. Yesterday, we just were like, I guess yesterday I let him go out in the backyard and he was fine, other than trying to eat bees and trying to get me stung. So this puppy is like straight stir crazy. Like I'm like, okay, so soon on Friday I might take you to the dog park. I guess I think you need to burn some puppy energy. And like last week and the week before, he was a little sluggish, and this week it's just tongue lolling, and he's just like he's doing his badness again, like grabbing Hope's Beanie Boos. Like it's hilarious to me, but everybody else doesn't think it's funny in the house because as soon as I hear no, no, Loki, no, I'm like, oh, he's back to normal. That's my boy. No, I don't think I have that one planned. Good morning. I okay, so I got him like these really cool dog bones that do I don't like noises. So like okay, and I blame this on my family. Like when I have faith, all my family bought were like extremely loud noises, like drums, whatever. And I get agitated by hearing a repeat sound over and over again, or like I don't know. My son does this thing where he hums or something, and it's like so the pitch is so high, it like I get shivers. I don't like noises, so I don't get any dog toys that squeak or anything like that. But I found this really cool dog toy that I the noise doesn't bug me. It's a ball, but it makes it kind of sounds like a minion. I can't the more it rolls, it sounds like a minion and it doesn't irritate me. So he has that. He does like to fling it around the house like it weighs nothing. And it's like a kid-sized bowling ball. Um he eats through a lot of his toys. So we really have to get Kong toys because he he destroys his toys. I feel like we're getting new toys like every 3 to 4 weeks. I understand why people get bark boxes now because if they have a dog that destroys toys like Loki, yeah, I usually just give him like murder bones. It's easier that way, something that is large. Oh, okay. I heard about those puzzle ones where my cousin has really beautiful blue pit bulls, and she said that she'll stick peanut butter and it'll like entertain them for hours. I think he's tired of peanut butter because whenever he takes his medicine, that's what we give it to him. And like I think when he sees the peanut butter now, he's like the jig is up. Like I'm good. So because that's what we were trying. They were like, yeah, just give the peanut butter, make him do it. Eat the medicine. I'm like, there has to be an easier way than trying to like force your dog to swallow pills because there's no way you're going to be like, yeah, my dog swallows pills effortlessly. Like, if so, please film it because I have never seen that in my life. Like you're like massaging their throat and everything, and yeah, he sees peanut butter, he's like side eyeing us a little bit. But yeah, and there's a lot of medicine. There's like the Novax, the gabapentin, the antibiotics, the steroid. I'm like, it's so much medicine. Yeah, you have to just find the most like I'd also like Kendall was like, yeah, Shinova, the robe that you put in his kennel, you could just throw that away. And I was like, I mean, he had it for like weeks. So like the vet was like, because he's still a puppy, he was like, get one of your husband's t-shirt or get something that you wear a lot that has your scent so that he could be calm in the kennel. Now it did work. But he like literally annihilated my robe. I'm pretty sure I'll probably get one for Mother's Day. So I'm not like, oh, woe is to the robe. But yeah, he annihilated. And it was that that really soft like lap blanket filling. Oh yeah, cream cheese will work great. Yeah, Kendall was just peanut buttering it up. Okay. Liverwurst. Okay. I'll let Kendall. We didn't even think about cream cheese because the vet kept saying peanut butter. And I think now when Loki sees the jar, he's like, oh, you trying to give me medicine? Yeah. He was no, he was yeah, I'm learning. I have learned a lot. I learned about the t-shirt thing. I mean, I remember the t-shirt thing when they're baby puppies. Um like letting it wrap a pillow in your t-shirt so that they can be used to your smell and it comforts them. But yeah, it did comfort him. He scratches it to death, and then he falls asleep in it. Um, but man, that I went in his kennel yesterday and I was like, oh yeah, this robe is gone. Like it's just going out with trash on Friday. Yes, tuna. Okay, so the tuna, that's okay. So the tuna thing trick, the reason why we didn't do tuna is because when Loki's response to anesthesia wasn't the best and he wasn't trying to drink. So the doctor told me to get tuna cans and like drain them and get the fluid and then mix it with water. And when I did that, that would immediately make him start drinking it. And then when he would smell it, he would, again, I swear to God, I think dogs have different personalities than we think they do, because I swear, I promise you on anything, I would say $1,000,000 that dog side-eyed me every time he smelled tuna. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I don't believe you, homie. You stuck a million pills down my throat. So yeah, and then he's also, I think he's like, he got used to, because he had the surgery in his intestines, he basically had to eat like kind of like we do when you're like sick. You have to have like bland chicken, rice, and like potatoes or something, like everything really super bland. But I think he got used to eating. He was eating like so many chicken breasts today because he's a big dog. And I guess the last picture when one of somebody else was like, okay, Shno, I know you said he was big, but like when I seen him compared to Roxy, and Roxy's a 60-pound dog, so she's not tiny. They were like, he is big. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't seem like that because I'm tall, but the boy's a big boy. So he ate, like, he was eating chicken breast, like, I don't know, like I'm imagining that's what my son's gonna eat like in about 2 years, because I've never seen something eat like, I felt like I was cooking a pack of chicken breasts every single day. Um, Rice every single day and sweet potatoes or potatoes. And then we were able to incorporate kibble this week, and like he looks at the kibble like, oh no, I know what real meat tastes like. So like, what do you want to know? They know. They know. And I'm like, oh, this sucks so hard. um because you know, when right when they have surgery, you're doing everything and anything to, you know, get them active and to have them do stuff. So like he like side eyes the tuna cans, he side eyes the like peanut butter. Like, it was like, I think he's gonna hate peanut butter after this. And I'm like, 100% he's gonna absolutely hate it. Um so we shall see. But I'm about to hop off and I will be back tomorrow, and hopefully I will tell you that I finished all the videos that I'm supposed to do today. So until I talk to you tomorrow, I hope you guys all have a good day and happy sewing. Peanut butter suspicion. I know that needs to be a t-shirt. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. I hear you, Pop Up.